Let me get everything done. Pardon my lip today, y'all. I am tired, but I had stuff to do today. So, yeah. Tired, but stuff to do. Never ending. So, it is November 1st. It is the day after Halloween 2025. Hope everybody had a good time. Hope not a lot of y'all are hungover this morning. Um, just hope it's a good day all around so far. Sun is shining here. Yeah. So, replay crew, hey, what's up? How you doing? Let me get this light not so bright. There we go. Make that one better. Kind of matches my skin tone a little bit better. So we're gonna wait for some people to come in, and we're just gonna chat. And Justin, hey, Papa. Really? Really? That's just so mean. How you doing, Papa? See, Justin was supposed to go live from the depot last night. It did not work out because we were short a lot of actors, and they pulled all the outside actors inside to work. So Justin was in a padded room scaring the bejeebus out of everybody. Totally works. So he did not get to do his live. And hand unicorn back to you, sir. You know you love me. You know you love me. But yeah, Papa, I'm uploading a video. I found something at a antique vintage store yesterday that I think you would like. That's at the beginning of the video. So once it's uploaded, you need to go watch it. Where I went to Eclectic Amber's Emporium. You'll love it. You'll love it because we're always talking about old movies from the 80s. So I found you something. Once it gets uploaded, I got about 7 minutes though. I had to do it in Clipchamp to do the editing, and my audio didn't turn out right, so I had to redo the audio. But I think you'll like it. I really do. See, y'all, I'm tired. I am so tired. We got home, let's say about 12:30, 1 o'clock this morning from the depot. We weren't busy like we thought we were going to be slammed. We weren't busy slammed. We were just, the groups coming in were, they were coming in waves, and I think they were spacing them out through the depot. So yeah, it was insane. As soon as you get a breather, here comes the group. But to be fair, like I said, we wasn't slammed. They were just spacing them out into bigger groups. But we did have fun. We actually thought we were going to be there a lot later than we were. We thought we'd probably get out of there maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But, luckily that's, it wasn't that late. That's not what happened. So, but we did get home pretty late. I'm exhausted. Everybody's exhausted. I've got to get this video put up today, which it's uploading now. And, unfortunately, our Halloween decorations are coming down today. We're going to miss Jack Skellington. Hey, Matrix, what's up? Hey, Chief. How you doing? But, yeah, I got to take Halloween decorations down today. And Jack Skellington and Zero have to go back into their box for next year. Going to be driving. Fun. I was going to get out today, but then I've got a lot to do around the house. I'm just going to do it. And I think tomorrow I'm going to go out and do my cemetery tour for the channel. I think I'm going to do it. I don't know if Papa's still in here, man. He came in here, flipped me off, walked out the door, farted, burped, all that good stuff, and said bye. Even though I was nice, I have not even been mean to him. Y'all have been being nice to Papa. Well, there's something wrong with me. I don't know what got into me being nice to Papa all of a sudden, but I am, so. So I went yesterday. If y'all saw the live and the video from the walking tour downtown, yeah, I remember he had the flu. But if y'all saw that video, one of the stores I passed by that I said was new and looked like they had, quite a bit of stuff, not just antiques. I went into yesterday and did a video where we looked around the store, and I had looked around the store that day that I did that other video too. I like it. And I've already got it figured out that for Christmas, I'm going small business for everybody. So they're just going to have to get over it. They don't like it. I was too, Big Chief. Those little kids coming up in the costume were so cute. And I got to tell y'all, this was so sweet. This little boy dressed up as Superman gets off the hayride, says, "Thank you," and gives me the biggest hug. You would have thought I drove it myself. It was so sweet. This little boy melted my heart. It melted my heart. He was the sweetest little thing. So, yeah. Yeah, but I can't very well drive up there and do a video of you. Oh, you meant shopping. Oh, never mind. Well, I didn't say what to order for you. I just got to figure out what I'm getting everybody. But I've already figured it out that, I'm not doing big box stores this year. I'm not doing Amazon this year. Like, I order from Amazon a lot already. We went down to Joy's because in my last video we were talking about Jesse and Joy. They're pillars of the community. They're great. They have the Cardi studio and her antique shop. Went into her antique shop, found all sorts of stuff I want. Oh my God, because I've been wanting to redo my house in a Victorian vibe. Found a whole bunch of stuff. And the girl she's got working there has a German Shepherd. And this dog just took up with me. And we went everywhere. This dog just wanted me to pet her. And it was like she was showing me stuff, like she was the salesperson. It was so freaking cute. Now I want a German Shepherd. I just don't have a big enough house for it. I need a bigger house because I need a German Shepherd, y'all. This dog is so sweet. So how'd y'all's Halloweens go? Anybody go party? Pass out candy? What we do? Not bought some party paper? Sorry. I know. It won't even let you flirt, dude. It sucks. We saying, Dawn, you ain't getting paid or late in here. You've always got one of our regulars going, "Oh, man." She's like, "Well, except Dave." Yeah, they get all upset about it over there, too. I don't understand. And then, of course, you got the age restriction. Of course, remember now, the age restriction of 18 plus does not count towards mental age. So, because not a dang one of us is mentally mature. And we all know it. And we freely admit it. I have no problem admitting it. I get stuck on stupid and act like a kid quite a bit. I was hopping around. I had a sugar high yesterday. I was hopping around, just acting like a child, dressed up in my little onesie. That thing was huge. God, that thing was huge. I could barely walk, and the tail was so far down that every time I'd walk, it'd smack the calves of my legs, so it looked like I was wagging my tail. I was telling everybody I was just happy to see them. It was great. Oh, this thing needs to get uploaded. They served us pizza again last night. I should have brought my lunch. Got burnt out on pizza. I mean, I love Raphael's, don't get me wrong, but I got burnt out on pizza. Ooh, here's our question for the day. A common word you can't spell. I'm trying to think of what mine would be. I don't know. I know I got. The one I have a hard time with restaurant because I forget it's AUNT at the end, and yeah, I try to put it at the first A. Double dip for you. There you go. We had on the hayride, like when we were coming out, we come by the pickleball courts, and there was a lady. She was so sweet. She was standing out there with big boxes of candy, just giving them out to all the hayride people. Yeah, I thought it was so sweet. I bet. Dogs be looking, going like, "What is that?" No. We have a couple that brings in their little weenie dogs. They're so cute. And then there was one guy that had a weenie dog that came up. It was dressed up as a hot dog, and his dog was staring every single one of our clowns and outside actors while they were on break. They were staring them down every time they'd come near them. Because we had to pull, our outside actors had to be pulled inside. So when they'd get a break, because it was hot inside, they'd come over there with me. And this little dog was just like, "What in the hell? What did you get me into?" It was the cutest thing. My dog had just been barking at everybody. I've got a little Chihuahua mix that is a diva. She thinks she's a Rottweiler, man. I'm telling you. That's what she thinks. Oh, there's somebody dressed up as the inflatable dinosaur. Surprisingly, we didn't have a lot of people in inflatable costumes. I figured we would, but we didn't. One year we had the one come up for the 5K and was running in the inflatable alien carrying the person, which I thought was hilarious. Yeah, the inflatables. I like the way they just wobble and it looks. I love it. Okay, I've got to. Oh, wait. Cancel. We'll have to do that on the phone probably. Probably going to have to do this on the phone. Yeah, that's my favorite one is the inflatable ones because just the way they look when they're walking. And like I said, the one that I saw, hang on, let's do a new one. The one that I saw was just so funny because, like I said, it was the um alien. I found one. I was trying to get my husband to get it because I thought it would have been freaking hilarious. Um, I found one down at Spirit Halloween where it looks like the man's on the toilet. He's carrying the toilet. I was trying to get him to get that one because I thought it would have been funny. He's a spoil sport. He don't do nothing though. He won't do it. Tell him he needs to quit being such a chicken. yet. Make sure it is public. Should be public. Should be. I want to add that. I'm going to add the location. The implant, yeah. This was the one with the. It was so funny. I was trying to get him to do the toilet one. Now he wanted to get the soap and loofah. I was like, I've already got my stuff planned out though, because I'm not. I don't know. I've never been one into like the couples costumes, and he want to do a couples costume. I'm like, no, I don't really want to do that. Okay, I'll show up when it shows up. But I thought it was funny. They had a bunch of them down there at Spirit Halloween that were freaking hilarious, dude. And then we saw I was watching a video. It was a short. Hey, Justin. Oh God, of course you're watching football. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. Don't mess with me. It's Saturday. Yeah, I keep it on sub mode. You can take it off for a little bit. There we go. We'll take it off for a little bit. Justin, is Bama playing this week? Oh, the common word you can't spell is cinnamon. I was wondering why you put cinnamon. And I was like, oh, yeah. Mine is restaurant. I don't understand why I can't get my brain to remember the U doesn't go at the first A, but the second. And I always forget, and I always misspell it. Well, I was about to say, okay, so Justin, you were screaming at people in the depot and you were banging on walls. Of course, your throat and your hand hurts. That's part of it. It's part of being a scare actor inside. It's different from outside because outside you can just run around. Inside, you're just banging on walls and screaming. Did you get a piece of wall? You never got a piece of wall, did you, this year? So the last night of the depot, we have different customs. Okay, one of the customs is to break down the walls that they used to build the maze, and everybody that worked inside gets a piece, and you sign it. So I was signing walls last night because all these kids come up to me wanting to sign wall. So of course I was signing pieces of wall last night, and the other custom that we have is there is the hayride people. And I mean, we'll pull in other people as long as they're not already gone, but usually when they work inside, they leave as soon as it's over, like last person we're gone. So whoever's left, we get over on one of the hayride trucks and we take a picture, an end of the year picture. So we did that last night. And I'm gonna tell y'all, it was freezing. Like I was so cold and I was layered up, but so it wasn't like all of me that was cold. It was my face. My nose went numb. I couldn't feel it. I think when I was sleeping last night, I slept like I was wrapped up in a burrito. I mean, it was crazy. It was so cold. It got down to 37 out there, 36 last night. And bless their hearts, we had some people coming in costumes that barely covered, anything. They were wearing shorts, sleeveless shirts, and I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, we had a heater out there though, so I was like, go get by the heater. Oh my God. Y'all like my, if I was your mom, I'd be like, put a jacket on. Well, it's hot inside because y'all have heat and you have a lot of people in there. So that was that body heat. Small areas because they made the hallways. Duh. Dude. That's why. The outside was freezing. It was so cold. But we have decided that we're going to invest in those rechargeable hand warmers because Allie had some and she's got me talked into it. So I'm going to invest some of those for this winter. Have them on hand, no pun intended. Oh, okay. Pun totally intended. Have those on hand for the Christmas parade in December. Because that's the next thing we'll be doing. Now, Justin volunteers for that one. We're just spectators. But I'm going to be going live on December 5th for the parade. I will be live streaming the parade. So that'll be fun. Because we do the parade, we do the tree lighting ceremony. There's music down there. It's great. You've got a lot of the high schools, their choruses come in and sing. It's cute. I love it. And you can get hot cocoa and coffee and go shopping. And usually they set up a Christmas market in the depot. So we might go check that out just to see if they do that this year. I don't think that, I don't remember if they did it last year. But usually there's a Christmas market with all sorts of stuff. Oh, because it was so dark in there and the bathroom light is so bright. I know. I always hated walking down the hallway to go to the restroom down there because it's right there by the door, leading into the terminal where they've got the hallways set up and stuff. And every time last year I'd start walking down that hallway and somebody would scream or there'd be this big loud bang or something and it'd scare the crap out of me. And I knew it was there. It's just every freaking time. They scared the crap out of me last year. This year they didn't do it, but I know last night I went in there and all of a sudden I heard the music over in the haunted part stop and I was like, well, they got their last people went through, we're done. That's how I knew we were done for the night. I was like, all I had to do was stay and make sure that the drivers got all the people from the bonfire back safely. That's all I had to do. Oh, I know they keep that music up loud. I was jamming. I ain't complaining. The music's great. I'm not complaining. I love that music. I'd be stupid to complain. All that metal and hard rock coming out through there. Heck yeah. Yeah, Justin got to scare people yesterday, and he was telling some stories about it last night. And went up on this one person started banging on the wall, and he heard the person say, "I think I just peed myself." You started singing along with "Pour Some Sugar on Me." That's because you're my kid. That's because you're my kid. That's what you grew up with. You gonna know the words to all them songs. Man, that band last night was supposed to play Monster Mash. You notice they didn't. They never did. CJ said they changed the name because they used to be Moon Juice, and now they're like they go by a different name. But I don't remember what the name was. Oh, you're getting Wendy's. I got up about 11:30, and I just made me some eggs and fried me a piece of bologna. Bologna. We had this dude come through last night. You had Lady Liberty, and then you had dude dressed up as Trump. So y'all remember in Discord the impressions that Nanook did for like Trump and Obama and all, like he did the impressions of every single one of them. This dude did a Trump impression. Dude, I let him on the Hayride free. It was so good. I was like, y'all, you know what? It's the end of the night. Get on up there. It's like, it was, and this was a kid. Like, he was probably about 17, 18 years old. And it was great. Like, he did the best impression. So I was like, y'all are going on the Hayride for free. Like, seriously. Like, I can't not let you get on a Hayride. That was great. The funk of 40,000 years. Hey, I love that monologue in Thriller. Vincent Price. God, I love Vincent Price. You did do your job. You did good. Justin did so. He enjoyed himself so much inside that he said he might start working inside next year. So we'll see. All I know is I'm going to be at the Hayride. Period. I'm going to be at the Hayride every year. I can't work inside because if I get overheated, I get sick. Yeah, Vincent Price was, great. I don't like his movies, even though some of them, because back then you didn't have the special effects like we do now. They looked corny, but they were really good. And I loved his voice. There was just something about his voice. Him and Sean Connery. I love Sean Connery's voice. God. Those were the voices that I always just loved. Yes, the original Fly. Hang on, what was it he did? House on Haunted Hill. He had a version of that one. Yes, House on Haunted Hill is my favorite that he was in. And it's so corny because the skeleton, you can tell it's that plastic skeleton that the medical schools would get, but it was great. It was great. I loved it. Did they? It's because you did good. Maybe they'll let you alternate next year where you go do inside work, but also, have like a couple days where you do outside. Unless you just want to stay inside. I mean, that's up to you. Oh, yeah, it would have back then. That was before they started doing the plastic models. I forgot. It would have been real skeleton back then. Yeah, but I think you should talk to them, like, if you still want to do outside too. Maybe do inside, like, on a Friday or Saturday, and then the day that you're not inside, go outside and scare. They did a lot better, from what I understand, inside on the haunted house. I need to talk to Jamie because once again this year, everybody was like, y'all need people jumping out in the woods. And we tried that last year and everybody loved it, but then they made me bring them back in because of what happened at Haunted Hilltop in Tennessee. But here's the difference. What happened at Haunted Hilltop was a 16-year-old kid. I'm not sending kids out there. I'm not sending the kids to jump out and scare people. I'm sending the adults. And if an adult, I don't think an adult's that dumb, they're going to try that. But Luke did go out there, but of course he's not an adult. He did go out there and he got his foot ran over. I was like, yeah, sucked, don't it? Hurt, didn't it? Bet you won't do that again. I remember that last year. That was funny. He comes over to Mama, they ran over my foot. I was like, Luke, don't get so close to the freaking trailer. There. I pulled that whole thing that I do on y'all, Justin, where I said, did it hurt? He said, yeah. I was like, I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel a damn thing. Hey, Lori. Driving. Fun. I get to do some cleanup, Halloween cleanup today. Telling everybody, I think tomorrow I'm going to do the cemetery tour and go out to the different cemeteries and do the videos for y'all. They put you in charge. That's what I was saying, because you had like a 10-year-old. I didn't know he's 11, but like kids in there, and you're the adult. So they put you in charge. You gotta make sure they stay in their rooms, because I don't know. We haven't had a problem with the kids escaping their rooms and running around like we did that one year with the clown room. We kept having to run them kids back in there. Nah, you got a job to do. You're supposed to be scaring people. Get back in there. I remember that. They kept coming up there, and I was like, look, you're not getting on the hayride again. Get your butt back in there and do your job. Everybody thought Mama Sharon was going to be the cool one. No, you're going to go work. Yeah. I had all the other yahoos out there with me. Justin, did you see Susan showed up? She was out there talking to me and Madison. Well, Alex had to make Madison get off the truck because she was freezing. She was freezing. And she had been on the trailer all night long, and she was so cold. He said, get off that truck. He said, we'll just go ahead and load and unload and get off the truck. Because, like, she couldn't feel her face. Poor Justin had to babysit. Didn't even get paid for it. It was a volunteer position. Sorry, I need paid to take care of your yahoos. Oh, do you? Nice. She's like, woohoo, yeah. Mobility. Better mobility. Had to wrap my arm last night. I kept turning over on it, and it hurt. I was like, I'm just gonna wrap it. Yeah, no more gimpy walk. And my arm's starting to get better, so I'm getting to where I can use it more now. But like I said, I had to wrap it last night because still, when I lay on it, I'll wake up with it hurting. So I went ahead and wrapped it last night. But getting the movement back. Pulled over and said, "Hi, Lori." And Justin got put in charge of an entire room in the Haunted Depot last night. He came out and told me, he goes, Mom, I'm in charge of the padded room. I said, why did they do that? Did they not know you that well? He was like, oh, because I'm the only adult in there. Mm-hmm. Hey, Alfonso. I don't know if you, I put it in Dawn's chat the other night. I don't know if you saw my message. But I think I found a tractor that'll work at one of the antique stores that I went into. And he's holding it for me until next payday. It's got the little trailer hitched to the back, too. The little tractor, the trailer port, flatbed. Oh, I thought you were in the padded room. Never mind, he's in jail cell room. My bad. Yeah, it's one of those cast iron ones, the old ones. I found it. The only place I found one, because I kept asking everybody and nobody had any. And then they had cars, but no tractors. And then I found this one place, and they had the little one that looked like, it'd be perfect. And then they had this huge one, and I was like, I don't think that'd fit. I don't think that'd fit. What do you mean I'm the redheaded stepchild? Huh? Were you wanting a tractor too? You are not invisible. No. A Babe Ruth. You mean a candy bar? The candy Baby Ruth? Hang on, let me turn this fan on over here, y'all. Alexa, turn on the fan. It's cold outside. You put the heat on, and then you get overheated in the house. I can't win for losing, dude. You talk about the Baby Ruth candy? Okay. You said Babe Ruth was a baseball player. Baby Ruth is the candy. I was wondering what you were talking about. I was like, you got me a baseball player? A dead baseball player? Matrix, I'm sure. This one was the bigger one was more like I would call it like a statuette. I mean, it was huge. It was huge. This is more like something you would put by your door. It could be a floor statuette. This thing was big. A little bit smaller than a child riding it. I never can spell. Yeah, the one I found is that would be perfect. Is it's not small. The other one, the big one I was talking about, and I don't know exact dimensions, but it's not small at all. The other one I was talking about is huge floor model. That I was like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. It was nice though. It was old, but yeah, I didn't think that one would work. But he had the two, so it works. Oh god, Matrix, Matrix. What is it? The trolls that come into Dawn's, they'll sit there and say stuff, and I'll be like, what was it? She don't want two BBs and a Tic Tac. You'll see that one. My cousin Michael taught me that one a long time ago. I thought it was funny. First time I ever heard him say it, I was like, I'm stealing it. So I did. John, hi John. Would you fill your bag with them last night, Justin? Yeah, I don't doubt it, but yeah. There's John. Okay, Dawn, by the way, you can start singing Christmas carols now. She's like, I don't care. I've been doing it the whole time. They're calling for it in some of the big cities. I know around me, that's not something we're going to have to worry about. We live in a very small town, and but probably the bigger cities. I'm thinking maybe Atlanta, places like that. That's the one I have problems with. Dawn, that is the one that I was saying I have problems with his restaurant. I never can get it right. I mess it up every time with the where the U goes. Like I always put it in the wrong place. Every freaking time. I'm just like, okay, the place you eat at and you pay for your meal. You know what I'm talking about. Freaking restaurant. Cafe, whatever the hell you want to call it today. Yes. There probably will be, Alfonso. Yeah, there probably will be. I just put the U after the wrong A. Because you got two A's in it. And I always put it after the wrong one. Gatlinburg had some snow. CJ went up to Gatlinburg today. Oh, man. Resident Invisible Man. Matrix says he gets his brace Monday. No more Gimp walk. Bring out the Gimp. I remember that movie. Pulp Fiction. Bring out the Gimp. I can't believe, yeah. Well, no, I can kind of believe Gatlinburg because I had snow already. You know I'm messing with you, Matrix. That was a good movie, though. Ain't gonna lie. Oh, are you? Is she ever at your parents' house? So, woo, right. Yeah. I resemble. Like, I ain't even gonna argue it. Screw it. Go for it. I'm not even gonna argue. Oh, Sheila. Girl, we so tired from last night. I still got stuff to do today. I told everybody I'm taking down my Halloween decorations, so Jack Skellington and Zero have to get put up where they go. But that's okay, because when Christmas time, when it's time to put up the Christmas tree, Harry Potter comes out. So we're good. But yeah, we gotta put Jack and Zero up till next year. Darn it. You're resting today. It's different from what any other day. Dakota. Worry about limes? Are they going to start sprouting from your stomach? Just think you'll have your own lime juice. Man, I'm going to be glad when all these mosquitoes are dead and when these yellow jackets are gone, because they're everywhere. They're driving me nuts. I remember that. My mom had this thing against Harry Potter where she believed there was a televangelist that said, they use real spells and the author is a witch. And my mom believed it. Now, I don't know about you, but I have never in my life seen a real life practicing witch use Avada Kedavra or Wingardium Leviosa. I've never seen that. So that was funny. My mom wouldn't listen to reason at all. She would not. And she even got mad because I brought up the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Narnia. I brought up Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe book, and I said, okay, so what about going in through a wardrobe into a fantasy place where there are mythical creatures and a snow queen that is a witch? Oh, well, that's fine. Well, why is that fine? Well, because the author's a Christian and has already said that it was about the story of Jesus. Okay. And you couldn't tell her. Yeah, stupefy. You couldn't tell her nothing. Like my mama, she went holy roller, like bad. Bad. She went holy roller so bad. Exactly, Matrix. But like, she, because of, and at the time, J.K. Rowling wasn't really open about her beliefs. So Mama didn't know. Mama didn't know if she was, atheist or not. She just, she watched televangelists and believed everything they said. Sent them money, too, which used to piss my dad off. Oh, my God, it's just candy. I'm pretty sure there's a life insurance policy on me somewhere that I don't know about. Because I keep getting candy.
That you probably haven't had it in a while.
I have my own Halloween candy, and I didn't even have to go trick-or-treating, dude. Yeah, buddy.
I gave you a crack hole and a couple Mexico bars, and Baby Ruth.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go ahead at the school and let people read books how to turn their teachers into frogs. I don't know. That would have been a useful book in school. There were some teachers I would have turned. Seriously, I'm not lying.
Yeah, I'll figure I'd go ahead and give you that before I do much more and probably pass out again.
Yeah, see, that's just stupid. Huh?
I figured I'd give you that
Okay.
before I do much more.
Come here, Robo. All right.
Pass out again.
That's fine. If you want to sleep today, that's fine. Look, y'all. All right, go do your chores. Oh, no, not look in my face. Yeah, that's ridiculous. The way they did with Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. I'm a Christian, you know. Well, I'm not even going to say Christian. I'm, because that denotes, you know, human religion. But I'm a believer. I am Messianic. I observe God's law. I believe Jesus was the Son of God. I believe in the Trinity. I believe all that. But I'm not going to sit here and demonize somebody and make claims against their work, their art, that are unfounded. Harry Potter. I told my son I want the Lego version because I used to play with Legos when I was a kid. All right, go on. And I want the Lego Hogwarts, but the problem is it's like $300 something. So one of these days I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna have this big old Lego set Hogwarts in my house. Like, I don't care. I want it. That'd be great. I think that would be an insult to frogs too. And I think you should turn him into really anything. Just Avada Kedavra him and you're good. I'm just saying, and if you don't know what that one is, you need to look that up. I'm just saying. Because I'm a little petty Betty sometimes, but, you know. That would be my go-to. You know, a whole list. I'll be right back, y'all. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Yes, you were unsupervised, but, you know, it's okay to party whether you're supervised or unsupervised because I'm probably going to be starting them too. So. Here we go. Forgot to show y'all my new backdrop on my TV. I thought it was cute. Now, I'm having a cystitis issue this week. It's a flare. Get on my nerves. Surprised I haven't, like, sunk in and dehydrated at this point. But yeah, the parties would be started by me. Girl, you missed it. Papa done come in, gave me hand unicorns, farted and belched, and took off and left. So mean. So mean. Like, I ain't even done nothing, man. I've been nice. Y'all notice I've been unusually nice. See, that's crazy. That's why, and that's exactly one of the reasons why there is separation of church and state. Because you've got differing beliefs, you've got differing religions, you've got different churches, and if you bring the religions into it, you have them fighting over stuff. in the school system. And you have one big old mess and the kids ain't learning nothing. Except how to fight. I mean, that's it. He needs to leave his personal opinions out of it. I have seen books in school libraries that are 10 times to 100 times worse than Harry Potter. I mean, I grew up on, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, all the Narnia books. I grew up on those. I grew up on The Borrowers. And we all know these little people don't exist living in your floorboards. Or they might. I don't know. That may be where socks go when they come missing out the dryer. I have no clue. But obviously, we grew up on these fantasy type books. It's what we grew up on. And to me, there's no difference in the Harry Potter books. There's really not. I mean, my mom got where she was dead set against scary movies and anything that had to do with ghosts. But yet, when she was growing up, her favorite genre of movie and book was horror. The Exorcist. Scared the crap out of her, but it was one of her favorites. Things like that. I know, Matrix, especially being nice to Papa. Because I always got to aggravate the crap out of him. I'm feeling some sort of way. I'm feeling strange. Because I've been nice. He knows I love him. It's okay. It's alright. Actually, it's not so much being mean as being what he calls me, which is a queen cheeky bitch. Which reminds me, I've got to create my QCB logo because my friend Susan's going to do me a t-shirt for Queen Cheeky Bitch. I got to do a logo for it. Send her the design and she's going to do it. Woo! Pictures of the trailer. Yeah, buddy. So yeah, I've got to work on that today because I'm gonna get that t-shirt made. I talked to her about it last night. She said, "You just gotta send me the design." I was like, "Girl, I kept meaning to do it this week." I said, but then I got busy. You know how your mind goes. You forget things. Mine did. Oh, I'll look it up. I didn't know the one in New Mexico did. I remember though, I remember in the news though, there was a lot of crap. I remember that. It was crazy. Okay, Dawn, man, she just left your house and she's already calling. What'd she forget? Tell you how to breathe. Sorry, that was snarky. My bad. Oh my God. I'm sorry. If I leave somebody at his house, I'm not going to call him 3 times before I get home. Like, dude, that's just, to me, that's harassment. To me, I need to get a life. Unless you left something at my house, be like, hey, I'm doubling back to come pick up my jacket or whatever I left. I don't. I remember when me and Bailey's dad were married and I would come over to see my mom and dad. I wouldn't be here 5 minutes, wouldn't have just walked in the door and he's already calling to see when I'm coming back, how long are you staying, all this. It was just, oh my God, you can't breathe. You just can't breathe. That's like somebody going in the bathroom and as soon as they sit down, you're asking them how long they're going to be in there. What are they doing? I can't stand that. I think, let's see, when all that happened, 01, that was before Bailey was born. So what, 24 years ago? So yeah. I was an adult. I remember talking about it. I was working at a gas station. I'd gotten a job at a fast food and fuel for a little bit because I'd been going through a bunch of surgeries. And they hadn't cleared me to go back to my regular job yet. So, because I was a nurse. And they hadn't cleared me to go do that yet. And I had to do something because I was taking care of my kids. And ended up working part-time at a gas station. I remember people coming in bitching about it and having discussions with customers. I think I was 23 at the time. So at the time this happened, I was the same age my son is now. God, I remember those days. You remember those days, Dawn? She's probably over there going, man, I wish I didn't. Or I wish we were still there. Oh, yeah. Those were the days. Those were the days when we were trying to keep Miss Mandy from running off with every Tom, Dick, and Harry at the bar. I don't know. I do that in your lives. Like, you'll ask a question and I'll answer it out loud and then I'll type it. And Alex will look at me real funny. I was like, oh, sorry. I was answering a question. He's like, she can't hear you. Well, you never know. There might be some telepathy there, okay? Leave me alone and don't judge me. Shut up and go back to scrolling or watching TV. Whatever the hell you're doing. Let me answer out loud. Let me test this telepathy theory. Let me do it. I've had Bailey laugh at me. Just about everybody in this house has laughed at me because they have heard me. And so I do it in Ron's lives too. I'll answer him out loud before I type it. And I've had them just laughing their butt off. Like, they can't hear you. You don't know that. They could have sonar hearing, dude. They could be a bat. And you don't know. Oh, okay. I just went to the one. I just went to RHS. High school was all right. It wasn't the best years of my life, but it was okay. You know, I did have friends and I did have some fun. But didn't get to do much growing up. Parents didn't let me do a whole lot. Oh, you graduated the year my brother graduated. He graduated in 02. Yes, I had Zorn there with me and Kim and Brandy. I know Dawn was talking about that band trip where they had the accident and then they had the blowout and all that. Man, I remember that sucker. I remember because word goes around fast at school, especially if some of the band members have siblings. So they're going to come to school and they're going to talk about it. And I remember all I heard was there was an accident and the band members were involved. And I'm like freaking out thinking Alicia or Dawn's hurt. And I'm just like, oh my God. But she was okay. I mean, nobody got hurt, but I remember that. I remember all day going through school, like, I better hear from her, I better hear from her, I better hear from her. And eventually I did when I got home, so. In 07. Only time I ever moved away was when I was married to my first husband. I moved to Mississippi for a little bit. Then came back up here, and then I moved to Augusta and Aiken, South Carolina area. Yeah, you don't need to be falling asleep. We need to stay awake like we did the other day. That way you can party woohoo all day. I was awake. Like the other day. Love you, Dawn. Love you. Hey, when you get done cleaning your house, come clean mine. She's gonna be like, hell no, clean your own damn house. I gotta go this week. I gotta clean my baseboards and everything. It's time for my fall cleaning. I do a fall cleaning like I do spring cleaning. So it's time for my fall cleaning. I gotta do my baseboards, you name it. Clean out cabinets, all that good stuff. All right, Alfonso, you two. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the live. We've been here about an hour. I've got to go get Halloween stuff down and put up for the year. So, all right, everybody have a great day. I will see you next time. Like I said, tomorrow I'm probably going to go do the cemetery tour, so look for that video. Just uploaded a video for a local business here in town, so check that out. And if you haven't already, check out my haunted location video from a couple days ago. So, all right, y'all. Love, hugs, mushy stuff. Love you. Bye.